मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल, दूसरों ना कोई। मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल, दूसरों ना कोई। मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल, दूसरों ना कोई। जाके सिर मोर मुकुट, मेरो पति सोई।
Yeah, they wrote her off as crazy. They called her lost, called her lazy. But she was the freest soul in a world that loved its cages. Yeah, born a princess in Rajputana, silk and golden throne, but every crown felt like a cage. She was never really home, married off the royalty. Boy's Raj was his name. She showed up to that wedding with Krishna already in her veins. See, they thought they owned her body, thought they owned her fate. But you can't cage a river, you can't lock up something great. She bowed before no husband, she kneeled before no king. The only one she answered to was the one who made her sing. Flute in the distance, midnight calling. Every wall they built around her, she kept walking. Poison in the cup, she drank it without blinking. Smiled at her enemies while they were still thinking.
मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल, दूसरों ना कोई। मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल, दूसरों ना कोई। मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल, दूसरों ना कोई। जाके सिर मोर मुकुट, मेरो पति सोई।
Runner, send a cobra in the basket wrapped in flowers. She opened it and found a garland. That's the kind of power when your love is bulletproof, when your faith is fortified. Even death gets nervous, even venom steps aside. They locked her in the room, she turned it to a temple. They stripped her of her title, she said good, now life is simple. Walked barefoot through the van, dancing in the dust. While back at the palace they were choking on their disgust. She didn't need that validation, didn't need that nod. She was having conversations one-on-one with God. Not through a priest, not through a ritual, not behind a gate. Direct line, open heart, love that wouldn't wait. Philosophers wrote volumes trying to explain what she knew in a song. Theologians built institutions around what kept her going all along. It wasn't complicated,
She just refused to pretend
that anything in this world
could compare to him in the end. मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल, दूसरों ना कोई। मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल, दूसरों ना कोई। मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल, दूसरों ना कोई। जाके सिर मोर मुकुट, मेरो पति सोई।
Let me tell you what devotion really costs. It costs your reputation, your comfort, and your gloss. It costs the people pleasing, costs the need to belong. Costs you every safety net, and still you carry on. She paid every price without a second thought. Understood that real freedom can't be sold or bought. In a world that told her shrink, she chose to overflow. In a world that told her stop,
She put on her ghungroo.
500 years have passed and still her bhajans play in every temple, every household, every break of day. She wrote her loving couplets, wrote it plain and wrote it true. Didn't need a ghostwriter, every line came straight through. They tried to erase her, kings and kingdoms tried to cancel mirror, but love that deep don't disappear, it only gets clearer. She merged into the idol at Dwarka, so they say the devotee dissolving the divine and in dissolving state. Now tell me who was crazy, her or all the rest who built their lives on power, on performance, on conquest. She had something none of them could buy or could control. A love so vast and fearless it just swallowed her whole. And maybe that's the lesson that she's been trying to teach, that the thing you're really after is already in your reach. Stop performing for the crowd, stop living for the throne. The Giridhar Gopal inside you,
You were never alone. मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल, दूसरों ना कोई। मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल, दूसरों ना कोई। मेरे तो गिरधर गोपाल, दूसरों ना कोई। जाके सिर मोर मुकुट, मेरो पति सोई। मेरा didn't lose the game, she just refused to play it. Had the whole world in her palm and chose to give it away. के सिर मोर मुकुट मेरो पति सोई।